final.
Good morning. Rhino here. It's actually the day after the Mid-Valley ATV Jamboree here at Fox Mountain Campground, located in Aylesford, Nova Scotia. I missed the run yesterday. I was preoccupied with some family stuff. I had cousin's wedding I went to, so congratulations to her. I don't know if you even watched my videos, but if you do, congrats. Today is going to be a beautiful day. It's about well, it's not 22 degrees yet, but it's going to reach 22 degrees. I'm going to be doing the rally route. Unfortunately, going to be by myself, and as you know, I don't normally like to drive by myself, but a friend knows where I'm going. I'm going to be following the exact route of the rally. I've already talked to people that there's no situations that I may need help with or anything like that. So I'm going to be taking it fairly easy, and I'm going to be checking in with my friend who's still back at the campground every once in a while, just to make sure that I'm okay and he knows where I'm at. I got my map, I got my Garmin eTrex 20 GPS ready to go, so I'm tracking the route now, and I want to thank you guys for joining me on this run and my last couple runs. I see I got some new subscribers lately, so thank you very much for subscribing. I do appreciate it, and hopefully we're going to have a good run today. I can't see why we wouldn't. I made sure my oil was topped up, and this bike's not due for a service yet, but it's getting there. So I'm going to pop the camera off here, and we'll catch you on the trails. Thanks, guys. You know, there's one thing that I will say. Even though these trails in Nova Scotia are pretty damn rocky, it actually helps maintain the trails. And because, you know what, if it was a lot of sandy or soil that's very loamy, you're gonna get friggin', like, you know, hundreds of bikes crossing over it every weekend. Not just for rally routes. I mean, these trails are used all the time, so you'd probably end up with roots and ruts and stuff like that, probably as deep as your friggin' wheel to your skid plate. So yeah, you're running rocky trails every once in a while. I mean, you can find some nice grassy trails, and there are a lot of really gorgeous, beautiful trails around here, and anywhere in Nova Scotia, not just in this one specific location. But you can run these trails year-round, with the exception of, you know, the snowmobiles and stuff like that. You want to stay off the trails when it's their time to play, but just to be fair. But, you know, I get a lot of compliments on my my videos and things like that, saying that the area around here is good grammar, is very good to ride in, and it's very, very scenic, and it is. So maybe in the comments section, just, you know, tell me where you guys are from, and what kind of conditions, soil conditions you guys have to contend with, whether it's sandy, loamy, loose, rockies, whatever. I didn't go too far on the main road already. I'm into a trail I've never been to before. That's what I gotta do, is just go and take some wrong turns. It's the best way to learn. Oh, this is nice. This is really nice coming through here with the leaves. There's a little rock right in the center of that trail there. Yeah. I'm taking that at a little bit quicker pace than I probably should, but I want to get back at a decent time. Still not racing, no. Jeez. Hit me right in the neck. Yeah, that's something to watch out for too, where you can almost get mesmerized by the leaves coming in ahead of you. I almost smacked into a rock I didn't even see. Good pair of goggles. know how many bikes went through here the other day, yesterday, but not chewed up bad. I see a Jeep track here. That looks fairly fresh. This is a nice trail. What? That's an old sign too. Usually signs like that, they're all shot up. That's got a couple of them in there, but construction zone. Now I'm curious. See ribbon on the trees. Ah. What is this? Mount Denson. The hell are we on the highway? Wish the highways were like this. Probably was at one point. I see a clearing up there and a house. What the hell? Where the hell are we? I've never followed this trail before. Prospect Road. Okay. Okay. Somebody's camp. Oh, look at this. This is nice. This is beauty. Oh, wow. Yeah, I definitely got to go exploring more often. Now these are the types of trails I like. Off of the main roads. And good on the Mid-Valley ATV Club for signing this trail well. I mean, this run. I've come across like umpteen signs already, and there's no way you can get lost on this rally. Well, I'm pretty sure somebody could, but if you're not real paying attention, look at all the ferns. Arrowheads. I used to call them as a kid. I don't know if that's a proper name for them or not, but huh. Okay, well, we'll be smart about it. Solid bottom on it. You can feel it, it's rocky. Back to high, two-wheel drive. Really, really nice trails through here. Man, why the hell didn't I find these before? I might have been on some of these though. That looks like an old trail through there. Huh. The Johnson Pond Warman Center. Now that's cool. The outhouse in the back. Obviously from the Snowmobile Club. Perfect, that's all you need. If you're cold out in the trail, come find this little place. Spray foam insulation, look at that. That's a good idea. There's some marketing for you. Spray foam insulation, 902-300-5060. EnergyTight.ca. That's pretty friggin' cool. Hello, I must have got a spot for a generator. Little, what's that, a timer for the light? Whoa, is it on a battery? Must be on a battery. This is cool. Kudos to the Snowmobile Club for making this. It's warm in here too. Yes, sir. The garbage in the garbage bin. I wonder if I can shut that off. I don't want to waste the battery. There we go. It must be on a battery somewhere. That's cool. This is what the ATV club should be doing, but bring it on. So just around the corner, I find out that we're now on the 22. And, geez, this is pretty down here. Wonder if there's any fish. Must be. I don't know. That's a swamp, though. There's got to be something. What a gorgeous day. I guess it rained like hell there Saturday morning, just before the rally, which would have been good because if it stopped at like 9 o'clock, someone said, no dust, and you have the rest of the day all nice and bright and sunny. Oh, and by the way, I did get somebody contact me and say that some of my 60 frame per second videos are choppy, and you know, I've done numerous tests before I upload them. There's no choppy playback on my computer. If you're trying to watch it in 1080, try bringing it back down to 720, and if it's still too choppy for you, I think the next one below that's 480. As long as you keep the video size relatively small on your screen, I think it's a stock player on your YouTube, you should be fine. I try to keep a high quality in my videos. I find 60 frames per second to be really good. My girlfriend did say that sometimes people do have difficulty running that frame per second. It's very difficult sometimes to render too. I have to change my render settings around quite a bit. But I do like to have the higher quality videos for you guys. I do plan on getting another GoPro so to get multiple camera angles, and I do have this little mount here. The only problem I find with these mounts is they're very vibrating on the bike, so you're getting a lot of like blurriness and stuff like that. There's a technical word for it, I can't think of it right now. Because of that, I try to, you know, mostly do my helmet mount. David Moore's Trail, that sign's brand new too. They had a different one here at one point. This is the 50 trail. We tried to find this, well, we found it last night. We actually tried to get out for a night run. We got a little bit, and I'll either probably make a video before this one or after this one or something like that. But we're out with, I was just out with Dean, and he was having some difficulty with his RZR. I suspect it may be the throttle positioning sensor, but came to a stop, took his foot off the pedal, and she died. Check engine light came on, and we let it sit there for a couple minutes and went off, started fine, and we just continued on our way. But we went home is what we did, because we didn't want to have difficulty out in the trail. It was about 10 o'clock at night, so we said, nah, that's not worth it. So he wanted to test out his new lights too. I mean, they're freaking bright. He went on Alibaba.com, I think it was, and picked up a set of lights for like 40 bucks a piece, and LEDs, and they got like 6 LEDs in them. And a lot of people say that, you know, well, the Rigid has good quality to it. Well, yeah, but you know what? I'm pretty sure the Rigid lights and the Chinese-made lights have pretty much the same components in them. So that's a no-brainer for me. I would just pay the less money for something that looks a little different but has the same internals. Pretty slimy going up here. Big chunks of mud from the tires. Yeah, I remember this trail. It's a really nice trail. Looks like a really fresh set of tracks. You can tell by the mud is still spread apart in the tire tread. If it's been even a couple hours maybe, the mud kind of closes in around the tread. There's a lot of logging. Oh my god. This is different. Look at the big pile of logs back there. Man, they're hard on the old woods. Now I'm going to flip this in four-wheel drive. I'll probably still keep it in high because transmission's pretty good on these Yamis. But I usually put it in four-wheel drive going through stuff like this, so I might need low. Just to take some pressure off the front end of the bike. Yeah, I'll throw it in low. This is a really, really good trail selection so far. So if anybody from the Mid-Valley ATV Mid-Valley ATV Association is watching my video here, really nice trail selection. You've made it so that, you know, there's some technical stuff, but not to the point where somebody's going to get hopelessly stuck unless they're trying to. Yeah, look at all the spots where people are rubbing their skid plates. Whoa! A little deep. Trudging through the mud here. Oh, I hit my skid plate. Jesus. Nice trail. I would say anytime you go out on your ATV and you have to put it in four-wheel low, that's a good day. Hopefully the battery doesn't die on my GoPro. I don't have my second battery with me. I just realized I forgot it at the campground. Such a shame. There's so many nice spots to video here. We're still on the 50 trail right now. I'll definitely be coming back this way. Deeper than I thought. Again, you know what? The couple bikes that I tested with that single lever brake, I'm so used to grabbing both brakes. I like having both brakes. Dip. Sometimes you need a bit of speed. No idea where I'm at. I know I came off the 50 onto the power lines. I don't even know that's part of the trail. Yeah, this is still part of the 50, still part of the David Morse Trail. The last couple rallies we've gone through, we went this way, around the corner that way. Not too many times we've actually taken a right-hand turn from this trail, and we usually come from this way in. So you've seen this bridge here before, which is absolutely gorgeous bridge. Oh yeah, I love it here. Now you know that I like to talk about tires, and I'm gonna do it again. When I met up with a couple buddies of mine yesterday, one of them is riding on a set of Kenda Bear Claw HHRs, which is an adaptation of the original Bear Claw tire. I've run the original Bear Claw tire. They one hell of a tire. You know, they got a smaller tread depth and stuff like that, but these HHRs seem to have an inch tread depth or a radial, and they just seem to be a really nice looking tire. They got a nice meaty grip to them and not too much. They don't look like they do well in like peanut butter mud, but we don't have that much that type of mud around here anyway. What you see is what we have for mud. And again, selection of tires, don't go for the biggest, baddest looking tire out there if it's going to ride like shit. You want to make sure that you're selecting a tire that's proper for your terrain. And as you know, riding around here, if you watch my videos, there's varying terrain everywhere. So you need an all-purpose tire. I'd like to go with an all-purpose tire that has a deeper tread depth. Now, going back to the tires that my buddy Nick had on his Razor, the, what were they called? Brain fart. They're by Interco. Not the swamp lights, the other ones. Reptiles, that's it. Interco Reptiles. He has that on his Polaris 850. Doesn't really like them. And you know what? Nick said the same thing about his Reptiles. So that's 2 against 1. I was willing to try them, but after seeing more reviews and hearing them from buddies and friends of mine, I'm not so sure. Best tires he's ever had were the Zillas. And I know a lot of people run the Zillas around here because they're a good lightweight all-terrain tire. Deep tread depth. Cubbies, who, you know, I'm subscribed to as well, he has those tires on his Grizzly and his Kodiak. He's now running a brand new Outlander 1000, which is a beautiful looking machine. I've had one out. Now, getting back to a future tire selection, I see now that Carlisle, the makers of a lot of stock ATV tires, and some aftermarket ones as well, have what's called an ACT HD. Okay, hello. Now, the ACT tires come stock on the Outlander 1000s and I think the 800s too, maybe? I'm not quite sure. So it's that tread pattern with a little over an inch tread depth. That to me is a really good design. Those tires do well in all terrain, and their stock form at the 3/4 inch tread depth that they have. But now you're adding a little bit more of a tread depth, a little bit more bite, and more longevity to your tire. So that is something that I'm definitely going to have to investigate, and maybe I'll just pop a little picture up right here of that tire. Oh. He's got his quills out. Not going to get near you, bud. But you got to get off the road. Go that way. That way. Or that way, whatever. You can't keep going that way. I gotta get by it. I don't want to pass him because I don't want him to dart out in front of me. Get off the friggin' trail, you idiot! What am I saying? I'm in his home. See, look, if I would have passed him, he probably would have did that. Yeah, you're pissed off now, aren't you? Oh, look, he's climbing. Look at that thing climb. It's just like a tunnel. Really pretty. I may stop, take a break here. Cruising at highway speeds now. I see we're going to be crossing the 101 and probably picking up the number 2 is my guess. I don't like to see road crosses, but this is not too bad of a road crossing. You can see pretty far both ways, so. Well, this is still the 101, but it looks nothing like the other side of the road. Can't carry the same speeds. And again, you're going too fast, you miss everything. Sounds like a country song. Stop sign. Which way are we going now? This way. Yeah, figure we pick up on the number 2. Yep. 4-wheel drive it is. I don't know how much battery life I got left. Hopefully enough to finish this run. I really did need 4-wheel drive for this. If I say that now, I'll get stuck. I remember I was on this trail years ago. Okay. Haven't sneezed all friggin' day because of the dust. Now I'm in the woods, no dust, I'm sneezing. Oh yeah. This wasn't years ago, jeez. Just didn't recognize where I was. I did this in my last video with Bruce. Yeah. Just took a different way in, that's all. Woo, yeah, finally off that old friggin' number 2. You know, it's a little bit more road running than I'd like to see in a rally, but you got to realize that when these guys put on rallies, they have to organize something for everybody. This rally has something for everybody. You know, rocks, roots, trails, tight woods trails, mud, and open road running. So sometimes in order to get to the rougher stuff or the tighter technical trails, you have to take a longer route in order to get to it, and that's fine. You know, running these roads individually just by myself, it's kind of boring. You know, the open road. It's a little bit more excitement when you get other bikes up ahead of you or something like that. You know, something else to look at. But the way that the rally was set up, it was set up well. You know, you want your rougher stuff to be at the beginning of your rally, because after about a, you know, depending on the person, but for me, after about 100 clicks, you get really tired when you're out in the trail, and you kind of want to take the easier trails home. And that's kind of what this did. It started off with the rougher stuff, going to the easier trail, and this is kind of a bonus for me. You're getting a little bit more of the rougher stuff again before you actually return to the start point of the rally. So this rally was set up well. The number 2 trail, you know, I don't know if there's other trails jotting off of that. It would have been nice to have a break between the beginning of the number 2 and up to this point, to just, you know, take a little bit of a different scenic route or a different trail or something like that. But it is what it is. You know, you can't please everybody. That's just the thing, right? But this was a well laid out run. I'm happy with it. Fortunately, like I said, I couldn't get to run it yesterday with the rest of the crew, but at least I got the chance to come out here by myself, and, you know, I ran it at a faster pace, so I really didn't get to see most of the stuff, like, yeah, most of the scenic stuff, but it's still a nice run. This is a connecting trail here from the number 9, and we're going to be coming back on the number 3 power line trail. I figured we'd be doing that. It was really windy out in the open road there, jeez. I mean, yeah, you're moving fast too, but you can feel the wind pushing back on your chest. I guess some of the other guys did a run today from Fox Mountain Campground into Berwick for a lunch run. I wanted to get out and do this run, this rally run. I think that's the way they took into Berwick. Smack my skin plate there for a second, but I didn't. Well, the trails didn't get chewed up too bad. Thumb slipped off the throttle. Camera. Look at that big booger. Hunk of crap or something. I'm glad to see they replaced this bridge here. Ooh. Yeah, it's for the old CV boots. We're almost back to the campground. Once again, my name is RyGuy8888, and I do appreciate your likes, your comments, and your views. If you like these kinds of videos, please do all 3 of those. It helps me out and helps me get connected with you guys. I actually met a couple couple of my subscribers, a couple of my watchers here yesterday. So it would have been nice to get out with you guys to run, but you know, maybe what we'll do is, you know, one day we can, I'm coming up here or something like that, we can coordinate a run. You know, we'll get a couple of guys together and we'll go for a little jaunt in the woods. So anyway, I'm out for today. Thanks a lot, guys, and we'll see you next run.